Good morning. So, super quick tips following on from big goals. We have the progress curve in reality. So, when we start, we tend to go off really fast, shoot high, and we start feeling really great. But what actually happens is we get a kind of natural plateau because, naturally our stamina kind of wanes a little bit, or sometimes we lose motivation, especially if we have a dip or a drop after the initial idea of the goal has kind of gone. So goals themselves, setting them takes grit, but more so in committing to the goal rather than the setting of it. So think of a running track through the woods. I've been doing a little bit of this recently. There's natural humps or hills, and in some cases, if you're not lucky, you might even have a fall. But that doesn't mean you give up the race, does it? It's just part of it. So, my advice is try not to get caught up in self deprecating thoughts when these things happen. You're not back where you started, you're not getting behind. How can you be? If you think of it as kind of a circuit, like we've just said, you're already on it. So, you might remember the metaphor of the hare and the tortoise. If not, Google it. We'll be covering these kind of limiting thoughts another time. But today, what I want to say is if things haven't worked in the past, over and over by going full throttle every time, then how about try something different? Isn't it the definition of madness if you keep doing the same thing over and over and nothing changes? So, how about try small increments consistently over time? I mean, obviously, it depends on what kind of goal you've got, but time ticks on anyway. So, you may as well do the small things every day just in case. It's cumulative. We don't get the big muscles or the tone or whatever we're looking for in the gym in the first day. Maybe some do, but normally that's not the case. It happens later. So it's about keeping yourself motivated when you have those dips and drops. My hypnotherapy teacher once said to me that a woman came to him and said, I really want to do a degree. She was 70 years old. And he said, well, why not do a degree? And she said, well, in 4 years' time, I'll be 74 years old, And he said, yeah. And if you do the degree or you don't do the degree, you'll be 74 and 4 years old. So keep that with you. Sometimes that plateau is also a conscious pause. It's not because you've lost motivation. It's just a little pause, get yourself back up, and then on you go, pounce back into action. So commit to what you've set out to do. Keep showing up either way, even if you're not seeing results, maybe even store results. So when that happens, you can look back and say, actually, I've come really far, whether that's mindset work, weight, or the big goal with work. So keep the faith and it will come back. If you've had a little drop, just keep going, you'll see. And next time we'll be doing a little bit more on the leaps. So it's the steps in consciousness, the steps in big movements in your goals rather than the curve. So thanks for watching, and I hope I made it in 2 minutes this time. No, I made it in 3. Okay, I will get there. Bye for now.